Hi guys, Shellbark here. Sorry if my mic is shitty. There's nothing I can do about that because I'm broke. This is in response to Fruities, I think your name is. I cannot respond to your comment, and I felt the need to respond to it, but there was no way I could, so I'm just gonna make a video on it. Plus, this is for any other people who seem to think that they know everything about Breezepelt when they really don't. Now, about Breezepelt, a thing about him is, in case you guys didn't notice, his dad is Crowfeather. And Crowfeather is the biggest shitlord I have ever seen in Warrior Cats. Like, there's no excuse for his behavior at all towards any character. And you can pass it off as grief for Feathertail dying, but they didn't even know each other for that long of a time to really fall in love. And it should not last this long. With Breezepelt, he had to deal with the dick that is Crowfeather, who, judging from every single scene we see them together in, he either yells at Breezepelt or he ignores him completely. Taking in, for example, I think it was Outcast, where everybody has to go to the mountains to deal with the rogues that settled there, and Breezepelt and Lionpaw both catch something, but Crowfeather ignores his son and compliments Lionpaw instead, which was really fucked up and very abusive. And so what my assumption is, based off of his entire character, his personality, is that he didn't get any sort of attention as a kid. And he got basically ignored by his father, who he probably saw as somebody who he deserved to see attention from, because he has all these, he sees all the other cats in the clan getting attention from their parents, but he's only getting attention from his mother, who, granted, does not really like Crowfeather and only got with him to have kids. So, yeah, that's a thing. But then we also have the factor of Crowfeather liking, or not really liking, but showing more attention towards his other kids that at the time he didn't even know were his kids, like with J-Paw, Howleypaw, and Lionpaw. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that part because I have slight vague memories of that entire portion of the third series because I read it 2 years ago. But another thing is, we've seen from the perspective of 3 different cats, which are Brambleclaw/Star, Lionblaze, and Ivypool, that Dark Forest is very, very manipulative. They trick the cats into thinking that they can show them how to become a better cat for their clan, and then slowly change them into thinking of the ideals of Dark Forest. With Brambleclaw, it was, oh, I can help you become a better warrior for your clan so that you can protect them more. And then that slowly changed into, you have to become leader of your clan to be able to do these things. For Lionblaze, it was, we can help you grow stronger so that you can protect your clan, and then eventually started to follow the same path as Bramblestar. And then with Ivypool, they took a different approach. They decided, let's seem very nice, like StarClan almost. Like with Hawkfrost, how he tricked Ivypool into thinking that he was a StarClan cat, and then eventually led her into the Dark Forest instead of just plopping them right away in Dark Forest. And basically, we know that they're very manipulative. They trick the cats into thinking of different ideals. Like, you have cats like Birchball, who would never seem to would be in Dark Forest, but he was an apprentice because he thought that he could become stronger and more skilled to help his clanmates. And you see cats like Lionblaze who had dreams and thoughts of killing Heathertail and feeling so much rage at him for leaving him, and killing the Shadow Clan deputy Russitfer. I think it was Russitfer. Knowing that she was older and more frail than him, but still not holding back at all, and ending up killing her. You see him being defended by the fan base, saying, "Oh no, the Heathertail thing wasn't his fault. He was being tricked by Dark Forest. He was in a bad time." And with the Russitfer thing, he was being too brash, and he didn't mean to kill her because he underestimated his own strength. No, he knew that he was too powerful. He knew that he was a special cat, that his strength was much stronger than the other cats in the clan, but he still fought her knowing this. With, let's take another fan favorite, shall we? We have Ashfur. With Ashfur, he purposefully teamed up with Hawkfrost to try and kill Firestar. That didn't work out, true. Firestar still lost a life thanks to a plan that Ashfur caused. Another thing he did was he tried to burn Jayfeather, Hollyleaf, and Lionblaze alive because he got friend-zoned. Yeah. He gets defended for that all the time because, oh, he just loved too much, or, oh, it wasn't his fault, he just overreacted. No, he deserved to go to Dark Forest because he tried to kill cats. He tried to kill the leader of his own clan, causing him to lose a life, and he tried to kill 4 other cats, including Squirrelflight, of course. With Breezepelt, the only argument I seem to get is either he is too angry, which is very understandable. His father was abusive and didn't care for him. His father only had kits and a mate to get his clan off his back for the leaf pool thing. And his mother put him up on a pedestal most of the time, acting like he could do nothing wrong. But he's mean, and he tried to kill Jayfeather and Puppyfrost. I'm not getting on to the final battle yet, because that's a whole other thing that I have not gotten to yet. With the Jayfeather and Puppyfrost thing, we have to remember this is a time very late in the series where Crowfeather still does not care for Breezepelt's existence. Any single time we've seen them together, they have not been friendly at all. They've either argued or he's been ignored. Now, on Dark Forest being manipulative, imagine this. You aren't cared for by your parents. Somebody comes to you saying, "Oh, we can make you stronger, we can help you get noticed by them so that you can finally be loved by them." Would you go for that? Of course you would. I would. I'd love to get recognized. That'd be great. And so, that's probably what happened to Breezepelt. Now, we won't know this because, one, Aaron Hunters would never redeem Breezepelt, but I'm kind of counting on Kate Carey to do that. I really hope she can manage to get him to do that. And two, the Aarons, they really suck at writing abuse victims. They really suck at writing characters in general. They write very, very bland characters, and it's very rare to get a good written character in the Warrior Cat series, especially since they know nothing about cats other than they're cats and they use their tails and whiskers for stuff. That's the only single thing they seem to know about cats, like making cats blind in the darkness, even though cats have pretty good night vision. or making cats fall on their knees when that's pretty impossible. Now, going based off that info, the Aaron suck at writing any type of character that isn't either a Tom who is a giant teddy bear, or he's dorky but he likes to fight, or he likes to be loyal, or a Spitfire she-cat who always goes by the warrior code, or a quiet she-cat who goes by the warrior code. As we can see with the leaf pool squirrel flight thing passing down onto the dove wing, ivy pool thing, sadly dove wing was not handled correctly at all, being very, very whiny and prissy and overall annoying. I didn't like dove wing at all. I'm getting off topic. With Breezepelt, that was late on in his time, and we have to remember that Broken Star killed a cat because they wanted to stop training. And they wanted to go back to their clan and to stop dreaming of Dark Forest. He killed someone just for that. So we can assume that he's made threats like that in the past. So of course, Breezepelt, being manipulated into thinking that if he did this, he would get recognized by his father, and probably also under the fear of if he doesn't do this, he will get killed, went ahead and attacked Jayfeather and Poppy Frost. And that whole fiasco, that's over with, done. And finally, the last book. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Breezepelt starts a fight with Lionblaze. At this point, Lionblaze still has his powers, his superpowers, where he cannot get hurt in battle. Everybody keeps on saying, oh, Breezepelt was going to kill Lionblaze. No, he wasn't. Lionblaze couldn't die at that point. He was practically immortal. There was nothing Breezepelt could do to him. Breezepelt was angry at Lionblaze for getting the recognition that he deserved from his own father. He had all these friends and other things in his clan. Breezepelt, from what we've seen, has only really interacted with his mother and Heatherkill, and sometimes when he interacts with her, they get into fights. Like in Fading Echoes, if I remember correctly. Bit foggy on what scenes happened in what book. But in that fight, Crowfeather stops Breezepelt, and I'm pretty sure he yells at Breezepelt and says that he was foolish to believe Dark Forest's words, but if he wanted Breezepelt to be a good son, then he could have just given him the recognition he deserved. I mean, sure, Breezepelt was pretty rude 24/7, every single scene we've seen him in, but that's normal characters. Hell, Barry Nose was super rude in every single scene we see him in, but he's defended by a very huge part of the fandom, which I don't see why, because Barry Nose has no reason to be rude. He's just a total dickwad for no reason. And he has defenders. But when Breezepelt gets defended, everybody's like, oh no, he tried to kill 3 cats. Yeah. And remember, there was another cat who tried to kill a lot of cats, but he's regarded as a misunderstood baby in the fandom? Yeah. So, in my description of my video, that is not my version of Breezepelt. That is not my assumption of Breezepelt. That is Breezepelt. That is a description of his character. I'm mentally ill. I see Breezepelt as being mentally ill. I feel he has BPD or something similar to that. I like to people watch, and whenever I people watch, I understand someone's personality a lot. It's very rare for me to understand a character's personality through a book, but with Breezepelt, it was very relatable, and I could connect him to a lot of my friends, including Vern, who the video was made for, who, by the way, is Breezepelt. Vern is the real Breezepelt. Vern is amazing. Vern is an amazing friend. And Vern got very upset seeing the comments saying that we're defending every other character, but then saying Breezepelt's actions were not from Crowfeather's abuse or from Dark Forest, because they were. They all were. And if you come to me talking about doubling silence, saying, oh, he probably still plans on hurting people, I do not like doubling silence because it's very, very annoying. Mostly for the fact that it's told by Doubling's point of view, so of course it's going to be skewered. It's going to be very, very skewered. Let's take this into example. Every single thing that Doubling knows about Breezepelt is that he was a Dark Forest trainer, apprentice, and that he was very rude to Ivypool, I think, a few times. I don't remember much from that part of the books. But, yeah, Breezepelt has been abused by his family and by his father and manipulated by Dark Forest, and had to see one of his close friends die. But, no, he totally wasn't being abused or manipulated or anything like that, so... Also, with Doubling Silence, I'm pretty sure I haven't read it. I don't think I have. I vaguely remember it. No, I haven't read it. Okay, cool. I was thinking of Bramblestar Storm. With Doubling Silence, I haven't read it, but the example people are giving me is that he smirks at a clan meeting. Of course he's gonna have the same mindset that he did whenever he was training in Dark Forest. That book happens, not long after the last book. Of course he's still gonna have that mindset. I can just only hope that in the new book, or the new series that's coming out, I think next year, that Kate Carey has somehow convinced people to write him better, to redeem him, because Breezepelt honestly did not deserve any of this. And, yeah, this is a 17-minute long video. I got off topic a bunch, but it's mostly because I cannot put my words into I cannot lay out my words correctly, so you're gonna have to deal with the rambling. But, yes, this was in response to some of the comments on the Breezepelt video I made that were saying that Dark Forest is not to blame for his actions, because Dark Forest is to blame for any of the apprentices' actions. For all of them. Hell, Hawkfrost could have been an excellent warrior if he never got approached by Dark Forest. He most likely would have, but he got approached by his father and he got manipulated into it. Thistleclaw also. We have examples of Thistleclaw, Crooked Star, Hawkfrost, Brambleclaw. Jayfeather nearly got manipulated by them. We have the other Dark Forest apprentices such as Tigerheart, Birchball, Thornclaw, Blossomfall. All of those characters, they get defended, but the second Breezepelt gets brought up, nobody defends them. So, yeah, okay, that's my rant. 18 minutes long. See you guys.